I'm all about my back, I need my issue. Hey, we catch flights, no feelings. If it's real love time, gon' reveal it. I'm up early morning for the meal ticket. Big business, no gimmick, it's real, the skill did it. I make boss moves and you my boss, babe. I'm down to up the ante for the stock trade. This phone way in for the...
Working all hard for the muscle, counting up all these ends. Now you wanna call your friends for the hustle, yeah, oh yeah.
Hello guys, hello and welcome back to the show. You know who it is, you know it's your favourite presenter. It is Nayana today on this wonderful Thursday. I know some of you are probably thinking, wow, I swear you come on here on a Tuesday. Well, yes, you're correct. We have had to change the show, so from now on you're going to hear me and you're going to see me on a wonderful Thursday. We're still going to bring all of those great vibes that you usually are used to seeing. It's still going to be perfect, still great energy, and yeah, you already know the vibes. Today we've got a very, very exciting show. We've got loads of stuff to unpack, and today we've got a very, very special guest, and I'm just about to introduce you to him. So do you want to say hi? This is Prince Ray Pope.
How you guys doing? What's up?
How are you feeling?
I feel really, really good.
Do you know what, guys? When he came into the studio today, I just felt his energy and his presence, and it was just good vibes. And for me, I reciprocate energy, and I can feel the energy from across the table.
Yeah,
and it's power. He's a powerhouse, and I'm so excited to introduce you guys to him and for you guys to really meet him. Today's show is a very exciting one. We have a very special guest all the way from America. So if you can't hear his accent already, yes, he is from across the pond.
I think you got an accent. You think I got an accent?
Funny you should say that. Before we get into that, we are going to do a little game actually. But before we do that, I'm going to play another song. But yes, he is from all the way across the pond from America. So yes, we are doing international things, guys. Can we take it in? Let's have a round of applause.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing international things, guys. Yes.
TGM UK, we in the building.
Yes. And today in this show, we are going to be discussing all things music related, lifestyle related, and just, you know, everything that you guys want to hear. It's going to be good vibes, good energy, most importantly, good songs. The last song you've just heard was a song from our very special guest called
4 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to actually make the song? And for me personally, before you even talk, I think it's a vibe. I don't know if you guys caught me at the end just dancing, nodding my head, doing a little two-step in the chair. But yeah, what inspired it? It's a great song.
Just kind of like if you wake up early on your grind, it don't got to be at 4 a.m., but 5 a.m., 6 a.m. going to work. It was just one of those tunes. I felt like anybody who wake up early, who's grinding, who about they hustle, about they bag, you know, you can kind of relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so 4 a.m. for the hustle, working out hard for the muscle. Obviously, you know, we want to stay fit, stay healthy. Yes. So just all good vibes, man, and just making people feel good. So that was a motivation.
Guys, you hear that? I respect that so much, because not only are you sending out a positive message to those that work hard and that you do need to graft for what you want, but it's a catchy song to dance to too in the club. Whether you're waking up 4 a.m. to be productive or whether you're going home at 4 a.m. from the club, either way, it's a good song. It's a really good song.
Thank you.
But before we dive into all of the wonderful things that we've got planned to talk to you guys about today, I'm gonna play another song from our very special guest. This is Turn You Out by Prince Ray Pope. So yeah, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy, and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to go anywhere. Trust me.
When I pull up on you, put a roof down. Every single day I want you now. Every time I pray it's for you now. You can turn me on, I turn you out. Turn you out, I turn you out. Ay. I pull up with the gang, got the crew out. If you tryna hang, I put the blues out. Bang, bang, I wanna take you down. When I pull up on you, put a roof down. Every single day I want you now.
Guys, hello and welcome back to the show. You are listening live today on this wonderful Thursday at 9:20 to the Heart to Heart show on TGM Radio UK. So for those of you, we're just getting started. You're not too late. Go grab a friend. Go get your snacks. Get a hot chocolate. Get some marshmallows.
Yes.
What snacks do you like, actually?
Man, peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are British, that's peanut butter and jam.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, go get your snacks. You've heard it here first, and get comfortable, because we've got an amazing show lined up, don't we?
We do.
We really do. And before we get into an interview where we actually discuss a bit more about your life and who you are, for those of you that don't know, I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to break the ice. I really wanted to just you know, take some time, sit back. It is a Thursday after all. It's almost Friday, almost the weekend. So let's relax a bit.
Okay.
I wanted us to do an accent challenge.
Okay.
Because obviously I'm aware that you are from across the pond, all the way over in the States. We love to see it. And thank you so much for even taking time out of your day to come here today.
No, thank you. I appreciate just the opportunity because this is a wonderful platform. I do my own little research too, and I was like, man, this is a special
We love
moment.
a research king.
Yeah, this is special. I was kind of early and everything. I was excited, very excited, and I just appreciate the opportunity.
Anytime. And so thank you so much. So yeah, I thought it would be fun if we did an accent challenge where you kind of teach me a few sayings or slang words or stuff like that from where you're from.
Okay.
And I'll basically do the same with British slang and British sayings from here.
Okay.
And I thought that would just kind of be a fun way for us to connect, break the ice.
Okay.
And hopefully it will be fun for you guys at home who are listening and watching live. So yeah, guys, interact with us. If you are listening, tag us at TGM Radio UK because we want to interact with you guys. You know, we want to connect. It's all about connection, especially after the pandemic.
Yes.
It's all about connection.
Yes, most
so
definitely.
do you want to go first or would you like me to go first?
Well, ladies first. You
Ladies
go
first.
Yeah,
Okay,
ladies
cool.
first.
The first thing I'm going to teach you to say is that's butters.
Oh,
And then I'll tell you what it means afterwards.
that's butters.
That's butters. You got to say the butters like that.
Oh, that's butters.
Okay, yeah, but say it a bit faster.
That's butters.
Yeah, that's butters.
That's butters.
Yeah, that's butters.
That's butters.
And I'll say it with a bit more energy, and then you've got it perfect.
That's butters.
Yeah, mate, that's butters.
That's
okay.
butters.
Do you want to know what that means?
What does that mean?
Okay, if someone says that's butters, it kind of means like that's not it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
That is not the one.
That's not the one.
Yeah, so if I said, for example, if someone, okay, I would never say this, I'm not disrespectful, but if someone cooked me food and I said, ugh, that's butters.
Oh, man. Oh,
it means, ugh,
bad.
that's not the one.
That's not the one.
Yeah, basically.
No bueno.
Right, okay, so
Yeah.
you teach me something now.
Okay,
Give me
so-
anything under the sun.
Well, then let's go, yada da mean.
Sorry, slow that down. Okay, say that again.
So, yada da mean.
Yada da mean.
Yeah, so basically it means like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, like.
Oh,
like,
yada
like,
da mean.
Yeah, like yada da mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yada
like,
da
like,
mean.
ah, man, like this food is good. Yada da mean.
What
You know
state
what I
is that from?
From the Bay Area, from California.
California, cool.
Yeah.
Yada
Northern
da
California.
mean?
Yeah, nada da mean.
Am I saying it with the right kind of tone? Like, teach me, guide me.
You saying it, but if you really want to get slick with it, you
Yeah.
can be like, yada da mean.
Whoa. Yada da mean?
Yeah, you.
Guys, I'm new to this, but already I'm bilingual.
Yes, exactly. Nah, you could definitely. You said it better than me.
I love that. I literally love that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's another word that I would like to teach you? Guys, you guys need to let me know what you guys want me to teach him. But okay, what's a good British slang word? Well, this is not really, I wouldn't say it's British, but the black British community and even some of the white ones too say this word. So I'm going to teach you wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yeah, but say it with a bit more, I can't even say it, so guys, don't come for me, but wagwan.
Wagwan.
Now say it a bit smoother, a bit slower, you know?
Yagwan.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yeah.
Wagwan.
Yeah, guys, are you hearing it? He's got a radio voice, he has.
What does that mean, though?
It means basically hello.
Okay, it means hello.
Like, what's
Okay.
up? Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Okay. Well, I'll go again.
Okay.
You probably heard this word though, because it got kind of popular, but it
Yeah.
originated in the city I'm from.
Okay, cool.
And it's called hella. You know what hella mean, right? Like a
Like a lot. Like,
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Hella.
Or like like hella. Like I had hella fun. Or that's
yeah.
Yeah. Or you got hella money.
Yeah. A hell of money. I don't know what accent that was. Sorry, I don't know what just came out, but trying.
No, it sounds good though. It sounds good. It sounds.
I've got a
you
bit
say
more
hella
practice
money.
to do. Hello,
Oh,
money.
man. Yeah, that sounds good.
Hella.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh god, it is funny, don't you
Yeah.
think? Because what's
Yeah.
so natural and what's so like normal to you, to me, it's like even the yeah that I mean. That
Yeah.
one, yeah, I'm never gonna forget. I'm never gonna forget that one, honestly and truly.
That's what's up.
It's true. Okay, I'm gonna teach you another one.
Okay.
Buffting.
Buffting.
Yeah, buffting.
I'm buffing. Or,
Yeah.
or buffing.
Yeah, I'll give you the context. So, for example, I might say, he's a buffing.
Oh, so she's buffing.
Yeah,
She's buffing.
Do you want to know what it means?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like they're hot, like buff means like they're good looking, like they're handsome, they're pretty, like.
Okay.
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. If someone walks past you and says, "Oh, you're buff," or "You're buff still,"
Oh, okay.
say that one actually.
Buff still.
Yeah, you're buff still.
You buff still.
Yeah, now say it a bit slower. You're buff still.
You're buff still.
Yeah.
Kinda. You're buff still.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We're getting there. Before you know it, you're gonna be British. I'm gonna be American. Like it's happening. It's happening.
Exactly.
No, yeah. So that basically just means it's a good thing. It basically means that you're attractive.
Oh man, that's
in
dope.
other words, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to teach me before we move on to the interview?
Well, I do one more. Since
Okay,
you
cool.
did 3, let me do one more.
Let's do this.
Let's say slapping, like, or we can be like, yeah, slapping. Let's just say slapping.
Slapping.
Yeah, but
Slapping.
it's slapping. Yeah, so like if the music sound good, like if you like that song that we just played, Turn You Out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was slapping.
That was slapping.
Or even like if you cook me some good food, like man, that's slapping. Or you can say smacking, like that's smacking.
Smacking.
Or slapping. Yeah.
Which one's like better? Which one's like
Let's say slapping.
Slapping.
Yeah, and then like back home,
Yeah.
I got like like a beat system in my car. So if I ride past and my beat is banging, and then you like,
That's slapping.
He's slapping. He's
He's slapping.
Yeah, he's slapping.
I like that one. I really like that one.
Yeah.
I do. That's funny you should say that. In the UK, we have something similar, but it's basically that slapped. So
Okay.
instead of saying slapping, we say, "Oh, that slapped!" Like that slaps so much. Like yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
So
means
kind
the
of
same
similar,
thing.
just a little. Yeah.
Just slightly different. But yeah, that has been so fun. Honestly, I feel like I've learned so much from you. When I go over to America at some point, I'm gonna be one of the locals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fit right in.
Yeah, that's all you gotta.
You know what I mean?
Man, you get an A+ on that.
Okay, so we want to hear, for those of you that don't know who you are, I'm going to reintroduce you. So if you guys have just joined us, you were listening live to the TGM Heart to Heart show on a Thursday afternoon. My name's Nayana and I'm joined with the lovely
Prince Ray Pope.
Yes, so if you guys are new here and you've just joined, you're late. Come on, let's welcome the punctuality, but that's all right. Yes, I'm joined with the wonderful artist, Prince Ray Pope, and I'm so blessed to see that he's here. So for those of you that don't actually know who he is, let's talk a bit about you, your background, your history, because I feel like those are all important things that make a person when they're a grown adult.
Right.
So I want to get to know you a bit. So tell us a bit about your background, like, and where you grew up. So I know that you grew up in Oakland, or you was born in Oakland.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
talk to us about that.
So yeah, definitely. So born in Oakland.
Yes.
Then as I got older, started moving down south. So I spent a little bit of time in a city called Seaside.
Seaside.
And then I
Okay.
moved to Los Angeles. So basically, how California is, Oakland's at the top, Seaside's in the middle, and LA is at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. So it's like it's part of California.
Exactly. So
But different parts.
It's
Okay.
different parts, and so I've been in LA like the last 10 years. My mom from LA, so I got real ties here. So I like people call me Prince LA. So
Really?
but basically
Yeah.
I represent all of California. You know, for me, you know, because I spend time and I got like real connections
All over.
in in each section. So I don't really know nobody who really like embedded in the culture in each section like myself. So I represent California. So basically,
love that.
yeah. Born and raised.
So would you say that all three of those different places, would you say they all have a different subculture? So are the people in, for example, Oakland different from the people in Seaside and different from the people in LA?
Yeah.
Are they different types of people? And if so, how so? Like,
Most definitely. I feel like, so the Bay Area, so Oakland, when I say the Bay Area, I mean like Oakland, San Francisco, all that. It's a whole different culture than like down south, like
Really?
LA and Southern California. It's two different like worlds, really. In California is so big, it's like a 6-hour drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's real long, and it's just two
Yeah.
different worlds. Like LA got their own culture, their own type of communities and stuff, and the Bay Area got their own way of doing things too, even their own lingo and stuff like that. Like LA cats talk different. Like they say like they use words like "what's up, homie" or something like
What's
that.
up, homie?
Yeah, but in the Bay Area, we say "what's up, bruh." You know what I'm saying? What's up, bruh? So
I
it's
prefer
just
the bruh.
yeah. So what's up, bruh? Or like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Or LA be like, "What's up, cuh?" Or just different
Oh,
stuff.
so just slightly different.
Yeah, just slightly different. But I can definitely tell somebody in how we dress. We dress different too.
Really? Talk
Yeah.
to us about the dress code. We like to know. We want to know.
Well, like
yeah.
in the Bay, it's a little colder, so like you know,
Okay.
you might see some pea coats, you know,
Right.
pea coats and beanies and things like that. But
We love a beanie. And talking about beanies, he came with a gift, guys. Can I just show you?
Yeah.
He came with a wonderful gift.
before royalty.
Yeah, I'm lucky. He doesn't even give these out like that, and I've got
Nah,
one, so
nah.
I'm very, very lucky.
Exclusive.
Beautiful, beautiful blue. I'm gonna wear this when it gets freezing outside.
Yeah, you got to.
I've got to. I've
It,
got
it
to.
represents the grind. Before royalty represents the grind.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell him again.
But yeah, so basically, also in LA,
Yes.
how they dress in Chucks, you know, Chuck Taylors, you know what that is, like Converse, like the
Oh,
low
yeah,
top.
yeah.
So they wear a lot of those, and they just kind of dress a little different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different because the weather's different, so
Yeah,
you know they
so
got
they
on
kinda
shorts
have
more.
to,
Yeah. It's just different, but I mean, but California is California though. So
And would you say that regardless of their differences, when they go different places outside of California, they link together regardless?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think if you're from the West Coast, it's you know, you just throw up your W. You from the West, you know. So
Right.
yeah, it's no beef or nothing like that. It's
Yeah.
all love, you know. Yeah, most definitely, it's all love. And my dad's from Oakland, my mom's from LA, so
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, so it was kind of she always be having her LA stories, and my dad has his
His
Oakland
own.
stories, and so like yeah, it's just
And you
it's a
kind of got to
beautiful thing.
experience both of them.
Yeah, and I experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I embody both cultures. Yep.
I love that. I love that. So, what would you say? Like, what was your favorite memory from childhood, if you can remember? I know, like, you know, that's kind of a bit of a random question to think about.
Yeah.
But if you could think of, like, I don't know, a time when you was really happy or really excited about something when you was younger, just to paint a picture for our viewers and listeners, what would it be?
I would say when we were going like road trips, because I like
Yeah.
traveling, so like riding in the car, my dad like driving, so just going on road trips and you know, to like different fun places.
Really?
Yeah, I had a good time doing that.
Yeah.
Sunday dinners at my grandfather's house every Sunday. He
We've
would
got to
cook.
break that down.
Yeah, and all my
Yeah.
cousins would come over like after church. We'd go to church on Sunday, and then after church,
We love that.
you know, my grandpa, Papa, he had cooked for like for our family, but like everybody in the neighborhood knew
Would also,
if you came,
yeah.
you can come get a plate. And so those are one of my those are some good memories right there.
Yeah.
I was real young, and I didn't have to worry about nothing. You know, we ain't had no bills. I was just,
Exactly. Those are the best days,
Yeah.
and we take them for granted because all we want to do
I
is
had
become
no-
big.
Exactly. I had no idea how adulting would be.
Oh, 100%. I think we
yeah.
were all in the same boat with that one.
Yeah.
So you mentioned on Sundays was the best days, and you know everyone would come to get a plate. You're making my belly rumble. What did you guys have on your plate? I'm curious. Talk to us about your American cuisine.
Let's see. We had
Yeah.
maybe like mashed potatoes and gravy, salad, maybe some corn, and then maybe
like sweet corn?
Yeah, like sweet corn.
Okay, yeah.
And then maybe like a roast, kind of like so like a roast beef or like it's what they call it, a roast, and it's beef, but how my grandpa would prepare it,
Yeah.
like kind of like slow cook it and.
So
And things like that, but he barbecues too. Like he make all kind of food, but like,
Oh, really?
but that
I
just
need to
came,
come over
that
for a
came to my
plate.
head, though. yeah. So it was always good food all the time.
all the time.
all the time.
And for me personally, I don't know about you guys listening, but food is the way to my heart for
Me
sure.
too. Me
Like,
too.
do you know
I
what I
love
mean?
food.
Give me a good plate and we'll be friends for life.
Yeah, no, me too.
We
Me
will,
too. Me
honestly. I love food. I love food, honestly.
Yeah.
So when you were growing up, obviously you mentioned that you was in Oakland, then you moved to Seaside, and then you moved to LA like later on in life.
Yeah.
Would you say that you've kind of experienced like any challenges when growing up in any of those areas at all?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
In every one of those cities, it was its own challenge. Like especially growing up in Oakland, you know, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But my parents and family did a good job of keeping me on the straight and narrow, like
Yeah.
just keeping me focused and stuff, because it's a lot of different crimes and all kind of. But in every city,
There
inner
was-
city,
yeah.
I feel like that stuff's happening. But especially in Oakland, and so just the different struggles, kind of staying focused, knowing who to be friends with and who not to be friends with,
Yeah.
and just trying to get out, because man, it's in some ways you can get kind of stuck if you don't like, you know, think big and dream big, you know what I mean? So definitely Oakland was difficult, but I feel like I wouldn't have wanted to be born anywhere else, because
It made you who you
yeah,
are.
it made me who I am, and
Yeah.
I'm able to maneuver and all that, and I learned that in Oakland. And so and then Seaside was more so, you know, meeting new people and like adjusting after I was already who I was.
Right. So you
Now,
found yourself.
I found
kind
myself,
of, yeah.
but then now it was kind of like more so like kind of like a social type of experiment where I'm like, okay, meeting new people and trying to find my new friends and things like that.
New environment.
New environment. I'm still kind of young, so like meeting new people because I was in Oakland my whole life. So now I got to meet new friends and all that kind of stuff. But that was a you know, it wasn't that challenging.
So you didn't experience much challenge with that?
No, it was.
So would you say that you had any nerves when having to move? Because for me, I feel like I'm quite a bubbly person, so you can throw me anywhere and I'll speak to you. You might not want to hear from me, but I'll speak to you. So would you say that you found it quite easy to kind of just speak to people? Did you have a struggle with that?
No, it was pretty easy because sometimes when you're the new person, people are interested, kind of like, hey, where you from? And so it was people were inviting.
That's good.
Yeah, they were definitely inviting, and that's where I started like really writing raps during that time and playing basketball. So that's when I started getting serious about like sports and entertainment and stuff during that time.
And how old was you around that time then?
When I was,
just to paint a picture.
Let's say 13, 14, 15.
Okay, so still quite young, but a teenager.
Yeah. And
okay,
then
cool.
then I went to LA when I was 18. College and stuff like that.
Right.
And just kind of been mobbing ever since.
I love that. I love that.
And LA is a whole different grind as well. I can speak on that. So LA, even in the industry working. So when I first got out there, like I was working with a lot of different brands like Nike, Adidas, and things like that. But in order to get those opportunities, you got to audition and things like that.
Really? So what is the audition process? Because obviously on TV it looks very glamorous.
Yeah.
And I feel like New York and LA are both depicted as like, you know, the cities and the states of opportunity, the places of opportunity. So would you say as a creative, would you say that there's loads of opportunity in LA?
It's a lot of opportunity. You just gotta grind hard. You can't take no for an answer. I mean, some auditions, it's gonna be 300-400 people who like not necessarily look like you, but like all you guys fit a description like that they're casting for.
Right.
And so you gotta go in there. But what's gonna make you different from all the other hundreds of people?
It's true.
So so that's kind of you just gotta be on point and just keep going. But it's opportunities for sure. If you stay dedicated, the opportunities is gonna come. I feel like if you stay dedicated and you keep working hard, but once the opportunity comes, you gotta seize the moment. And so sometimes I got lucky and I made it happen, and sometimes it don't. But that's still
part of
it builds character. It still builds you because you need those. Without no lows, the highs wouldn't feel so good. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I'm gonna copyright that. Okay, I can't use it, but no, I really like that. Yeah, without the lows, you wouldn't experience the highs the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I respect that a lot, and I can see that you're very, you're passionate about what you do. You're very hardworking, and like you said, there's opportunities there if you put the effort in.
Yes.
Would you say? Have you ever had like a situation where you've had to kind of, I don't know, you've had an opportunity come up, but then you need to pay the bills. So have you ever had to choose one or the other, or had to make any sacrifices in terms of like trying to pursue your career? Well, not really.
Yeah, but I would. So
yeah,
but so one time, I needed like extra money, and so I'm good at like staying fit and things like that, and so a few of my friends, they're musicians, and they went on a tour, and so they was like, hey man, if you can, we'll pay you, come on tour, and you like, teach us different workouts so we can stay in shape on tour. Right, so even though it was their tour, and I love music, right? I'm a music artist, but I sometimes everybody on a team, sometimes it's not your turn to shoot the ball, right? You gotta play your part. So on that particular game, my part was just to kind of help them, stay in shape, but they was paying me, and then so you find different little odd-end jobs, but it's kind of hard to have like an everyday job and still be about your business, studio times, auditions, and cast. It's real hard to like because
balance it,
to balance it. So you got to have your odd end jobs, doing different things. I remember when I was younger running like VIP doors. I worked at this like speakeasy called No Name. It was in Hollywood, and like I remember working there like probably maybe like 3 nights a week, but like it was I was around people in the industry though, so
it was a good opportunity. So you got something else with it.
I was meeting people. Kanye West come through the door, Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nas.
Okay, cool.
Whoever. No Name is they just shut it down a year ago, but
It was the hot spot.
It was like
basically.
the spot. It was the hot spot, but you couldn't get in unless you like. And I ran the list, so I knew who's all
so
coming.
you was in charge of the list?
Yeah.
So you was actually liaising with these people then?
Yeah. And so I was letting them in. Sometimes
Yeah.
I let them in through the back door so paparazzi wouldn't be there. But I was making connections too, and
Yeah, of course.
and it just helped me because I remember going into like going into an audition for this. So out in the States, we got a bank called Chase Bank. You ever heard of Chase Bank?
No, I haven't,
Okay.
but I'm sure many people out there might have. Yeah.
Yeah, Chase Bank, and then if whoever familiar with basketball, they'll know who Stephen Curry is. Steph
Oh,
Curry.
I know who he is.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
it
of
was
course.
it was a Chase Bank Stephen Curry Samsung commercial.
Yeah.
But I knew the director from just being that no name, just kind of hanging out. And so when I walked in to the audition, he's like, Prince.
I recognize you.
Yeah, what's up, man? And so
Yeah.
when I left the audition, he texted me. So this is when I knew
Yeah.
it's a lot about who you know. Because when
Oh,
I left the
100%.
audition, he's like, don't even worry about it, brother. I'm hiring you. You're casted. Get ready. And so we did a dope commercial. Me, Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Chase Bank, and it was pretty lucrative and it was dope. So yeah.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
So would you say that, obviously, like you said, you had to have like a regular job to pay, like, to basically get some more money in, but the opportunity actually helped you in the sense of it allowed you to network?
Yeah, and I feel like that
Yeah.
was the start. Once I start getting those type of bookings, then I make my living now just off of like because I got a few different agents,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just off of like music. I make more money in like in my fitness modeling right now
Yeah.
than I do with my music. Obviously, it's my debut album, so it takes a little longer to build, the music and to kind of, make that happen. And
Yeah.
music is my passion too.
Of
So
course,
whether
yeah.
I was getting paid or not, I would
You
still
wanted to do it.
be putting out music. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I make my living right now mostly off of like the fitness modeling and the commercial acting because those opportunities come all the time for me.
Of
So,
course, yeah.
Yeah.
And would you say that, that's your day to day, but would you say that you still enjoy it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I still enjoy it, but I like music better.
Of course. But I feel like it's good to have multiple avenues and then
Yeah.
obviously focus on one that you love the most and makes your heart tick,
Yeah.
But it's good to have lots of options.
Most definitely.
Yeah, especially I believe in God, and I do believe that when God gives you gifts, even if you have more than one, utilize all of them.
You got to use all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it was crazy because sometimes even growing up out there, they'd tell you like, well, you got to choose one. But I
Yeah.
always was like, man, I don't want no one to put me in a box. Like you can't. You got to be. I understand you got to hone in on something, but
Yep.
you only got one life, and so it's hard to ignore your other talents. Like you can't
Of
just
course, yes.
let them go to waste if you opportunities can come from those talents.
Exactly.
And so I never tried to like just get put in a box, but a lot of people
try to.
yeah, tried to like, man, just do music or just do that. But it's just
It's your life.
yeah, and you don't want to
Yeah.
have no regrets, and so yeah, I'm just taking it as it comes.
I love that, and I feel
Yeah.
like I think that's a note for all of us to take away. For those of you listening, for myself here, sitting here, I feel like it is important to kind of take everything as it comes. And
Yeah.
like you said, if you've got loads of skills, put your energy into all of them. Obviously, have a favorite, of course.
Right.
But yeah, if you've got loads of skill, utilize them all. Because like you said, life is too short.
Life is too short. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Yep.
Definitely. So in one of your new singles, "Turn You Out," which we
Yes.
played actually earlier, I think. Yeah, we played that one earlier. You mentioned, I'm gonna quote you.
Okay.
You mentioned, "Every time I pray, it's for you now."
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to ask you, so from that, like, would you say that you're kind of religious or spiritual in any way?
I'm
yeah.
definitely spiritual, but I'm sorry I cut you off. You were done asking me that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm definitely spiritual, and I guess you could say, I don't know, because religion gets so, because everybody got different religions,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still feel like it's just one higher power. So I
Of
don't.
course, yeah.
So I don't. But I'm definitely spiritual, and I definitely believe in a higher power, and I pray every night.
I
and,
love that, yes.
And just try to create my own karma and just do good, because I feel like if you do good things will happen for
Come
you.
back, yeah.
And so, but in my songs and my music, I'll always try to like at least one bar or one catchy phrase. I'll always try to like throw, something not too conscious, but like just still.
So music with a message.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a message, because I feel like when I leave this earth, God's gonna be like, well, did you like you know, did you tell anybody about me, or did you? I don't know why I got this thought in my head,
I love
but
that,
did you?
but it's true.
You know, like you know, and so like
what
I'm
did you do to show me, like, show other people about me? Yeah.
Exactly,
At the end of the day,
and to have my mercy and favor, and to let you in the gates of heaven. What did you do? And so for me, it's like, well,
you
know,
incorporated it.
yeah, I was giving a message out to whoever would listen, and so that's what make me feel good at night.
I love that, guys. I like him already. We're going to be besties after this, honestly.
For sure.
But yeah, this interview is going so well. There's so much more to unpack and there's so much more to discuss. So guys, don't go anywhere. But before we do, I've got another song to play for you guys. So this is Jumanji by Be Young. I don't know if you know who he is, but he is a British artist. So you can. I'm going to show you the ropes.
UK got so many dope artists. I can't wait to collab. I'm already like meeting different producers and artists. Like we're going to collab in the next few weeks, so but I haven't heard of him, but I'm definitely I'm looking forward to it right now.
Yeah, definitely. So this is Jumanji by Be Young. So guys, we're gonna be back. Like I said, don't go anywhere. We're just getting started.
We're just
baby. Getting started.
We here.
Girl, I'm loving your ratio. Let me grip on and take control.
Online 24/7. You found TGM Radio UK. Simply good music.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are feeling blessed. I hope you guys are feeling the positive energy in the room. That last song was Flawless from Ashanti. I don't know about you guys, but I love a bit of Ashanti. Do you love a bit of Ashanti?
I love Ashanti.
Oh yes, and she looks like fine wine. She doesn't age.
Nah, she don't age at all. Isn't she looking good?
Yes.
Yeah, and
she doesn't age at all. I need those genes. I don't know what water she's drinking, but I need the same water.
Did you catch her verses? Remember when she did the verses challenge?
Yeah.
That was good too.
She's so talented.
Yeah.
And I heard that she's got a star put down on the floor in Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's dope too.
She's on the the floor of fame, if you want to call it that.
The Walk of Fame.
The Walk of Fame.
Yeah, there we go. The Walk of Fame.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyways, guys, for those of you that may have just joined, you were listening live to the Heart to Heart show on TGM Radio UK. I'm Nayana, and I'm joined with
Prince Ray Pope.
Yes. Remind them.
AKA
let them know.
Prince LA.
Yes, the Prince of LA. We
Yes.
call him King. Let's call him a King.
Yes.
Yeah.
and what's up to my fellow kings and queens out there?
I love that. Yeah. So for those of you that didn't catch us before, we were just talking a bit about his childhood, where he's from, and he mentioned that he was born in Oakland. He moved to a place called Seaside, and then he went to LA for like college, and then for the rest of basically his adult life.
Yep.
So yeah, he told us a bit about that and basically the differences about America and UK, and I think it's very interesting.
Yes.
So now we're gonna dive into a bit more about your career side of things.
Okay.
And your music, because that's why we're here today, to appreciate, to listen to your music, to learn more about your journey.
Yes.
So when did you get into music?
Real young, when I was growing up in the church. Actually, I was in the church choir. Called the Songbirds, and so in our choir we had sopranos, altos, and tenors.
Which ones were you?
I was an alto.
I was a soprano back in the day.
Oh, you was a soprano.
Yeah, I could do the little high notes, the
you
little Mariah Carey.
You had the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, so I was in the choir, and always kind of. I hadn't started writing raps that young yet, but like we were always rapping along to songs we would hear on the radio.
Yeah.
And so, but I just was just in love with music and in love with like performing. We would do like not public speaking, but as you get older, you see that it is public speaking. But we'll have like church speeches, and things like that. So I feel like all that was preparing me to to be in entertainment. You know, singing in the choir, church plays, right? That's theater. All that stuff is all. It's basically you performing. And you being judged, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And you entertaining.
And you grow from it, of course.
Exactly. And so, so once I kind of got that under my belt and came out of my shell, and then start going to school, start learning how to like write and all of that. So I'm writing rhymes, like in high school, and just kind of got better with it and start recording and that's really where my music started. It started when I was young in the church choir.
I love that.
And let me give a shout out to my old church,
Go on.
East Oakland Church of God in Christ.
East Oakland,
Church of God in Christ.
Church of God in Christ. We love you guys.
But shout out East Oakland and shout out East London because that's where I'm staying at right now. I'm staying in East London. So, you know.
Yes, he's repping East London, guys.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know,
Yeah.
I am an East London babe. Born and
for real?
bred. Yes.
I was just telling some of my friends, I'm
Yeah.
always, since I know the Stratford area now, I'm always going to stay there because like I'm familiar
It's a
with
nice
it.
area. Have you been
Yeah.
to the Westfield?
I've been. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's very nice, yeah.
It's huge. There's so many people being there and stuff
Have
like
you
that.
been to the Olympic Park as well?
I saw it from a distance. I haven't.
You got to go there before you fly back.
I gotta go
Guys,
there.
he's got to go there, doesn't he? But yeah, you do.
I saw a bunch of soccer fans walking there.
Yeah, maybe not on a match day.
Not on a match day.
Not on a match
But
day.
you guys call it football though. But yeah, out there we call it
Soccer.
soccer. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fans going, and I'm like, where are all these people walking to? It was the first day I got here, and I'm like, and they singing songs and chanting. I'm like, what's going on? And then they had West Ham jerseys on. I'm like, oh, okay, they going to soccer, a football game. Yeah. So it's all love. But
was you a bit shocked to see all of that happen on the first day here?
it was a lot. It was. Now I'm kind of like I'm getting used to like the culture, so I don't feel like so much a fish out the
Like
water.
an outsider, yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to kind of like adopt the culture a little bit, which feels good because I want London to be my second home, and that's what I'm establishing.
Well, you're always welcome.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
appreciate
Yeah.
that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Definitely. So back onto the music now. If I'm correct, you grew up listening to classic acts like the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, and am I correct with that?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So those was like oldies, but my parents will always play those records around the house, and me just being young, I'm like, you kind of appreciate the oldies because that's timeless music.
Of course, it never gets old.
Yeah, it never gets old, and
Yeah.
so they playing all those type of music. Even though I loved hip hop, but still that was like my foundation, the oldies and the singing and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Before I actually got into hip hop, and so my parents introduced me to that, and as I got older, just start listening to like your Jay-Z's and
then you kind of go off into
and then went off into hip hop. But yeah, that's where I started, like the oldies and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
And would you say that those classic kind of songs, would you say that they kind of influence the way that you choose to make music today? Like you said, they're timeless. So when you make music, do you aim for it to be timeless as well?
Most definitely. I don't really like to follow trends that much because trends fade, and so I always like tell myself that, or other artists, that you should make what's true to you, so that 10 years from now you can go back and play your music and not feel like because I'm not gonna lie, I've had that experience where I was just making like just club music, but it wasn't really true to my
wasn't what
heart.
you wanted to
It wasn't
do,
really
yeah.
me. I was just doing it because I'm like, okay, well this can get played in the club, just trying to get,
and it'll blow up.
yeah, and that, but that's not the key. Like you got to make like what's real to you,
For you, from your heart.
exactly, and that's what's gonna be the timeless music that you can play forever, because it came from you. It's original. You're not trying to copy nobody.
Yeah.
You just doing you, and so I have
And
to
the right
learn that.
people will gravitate towards that. 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Funny we should mention that. Do you feel like you've ever had to kind of compromise yourself to kind of get into the industry?
You do go through different channels where it's like things can get challenging.
Yeah.
But I personally haven't had to do that. But there are like a lot of they call them gatekeepers or roadblocks that you gotta. People want you to do all kind of stuff to get to where you need to go to.
It's
but
true,
but
yeah.
like but I feel like you can, if you talented and you working hard and investing in yourself. Just stick with that. Don't let nobody like take advantage of you and things like that. I mean, it's good to be like friendly and stuff, but try to keep it business, because you just don't want people to have like leverage over you and things like that. You just want to keep the playing field even.
Yeah.
And so that's what I would say. But there's definitely situations out there that you got to stay away from, and if you get involved in a situation, I would just say to kind of stand back from it and just keep it pushing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So guys, for those of you that are trying to get into the music industry, you've heard it from him. If you do get into compromising situations,
Yeah. If you do get, just stay away and just focus on your craft, because at the end of the day, and work hard, because your talent gonna shine no matter what. You just got to keep going.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So obviously you said that you kind of, you started getting into music from a very young age in the church. We love that. Hallelujah, praise God.
Yes.
We love that. But when did you think that you wanted to take it seriously as like your career? Like what age and when was it in your life? At what point did you say to yourself, do you know what? I want this to be my bread and butter. I want this to be my life. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I felt maybe when I was about like 20 or 21, I was like, I can do this. Like I just started getting confidence, like, cause I was like freestyling a lot in college, and people around me was like, bro, you good. Like you should take it serious. Yeah, you should take this serious and stuff. And I knew in the back of my mind I wanted to, but I just hadn't pressed the go button yet. But after I started getting that confidence, and I'm like, yeah, this is. I'm gonna go all in on this, and so about like 2021, in LA, in college,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And would you say, like, did you have any mentors or anyone that could kind of help you and guide you along the journey? Because obviously, breaking into the music industry, there's a lot of people that want to do it, but of course it's very difficult to actually get into it.
Yeah.
So did you have anyone kind of guiding you, or just letting you know, oh, maybe stay away from that, or don't sign that, or like, did you have anyone guiding you?
Yeah. I had some good mentors along the way, good friends. I can name drop and stuff all day long, but now I had some real good friends older homies that was, would tell me how to upload my music and what to do, and teaching me about publishing and about getting BMI or like ASCAP, how to register your songs, so if they get played anywhere, you can see where they getting played at, and just don't drink and drive. It's a lot of partying, so I used to be like. I didn't have I was moving with no rules.
Moving reckless?
Yeah, I was moving reckless. So like, you got those older people kind of just guiding you, and so most definitely I had, and it helped me a lot. So it was good to have like a older mentor or something like that. Yeah, for sure. And I had a few. Yeah. So it's not just me. I owe like the success I've had so far, not just to myself, but the others around me as well.
That
so
helps,
it's been a team thing. It's not just me. It's been a team.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're very. I can tell you're very humble, and you give credit where it's due. I can see that.
You got to. Now I love giving credit because that's how because like one of my mentors, he know who he is. Shout out my boy Al Perry. So he say in business it's 3 C's. Credit, compensation, and control. And so as long as you get one of those 3, then you good. So like you say credit.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we do a project. Okay, you didn't pay me, you didn't compensate me. I don't control the project, but at least you gave me my credit, like, right? So like you got to give credit where it's due.
True,
Yeah. So I learned that early.
The 3 C's. I'm gonna hold on to that. The 3 C's.
Yeah, credit, compensation, and control. As long as you get one of those, you good. If you can get 2, even better. And if you get all
3,
you winning.
You hit the jackpot.
You
won the lottery.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
So, I would say from listening to some of the songs that we've just heard today on this show, and like some songs that I've listened to personally, I would say that you've got kind of like an R&B kind of feel. So has that always been the case? Have you always had like an R&B kind of sound, or did you kind of change your sound, or how did you get into that?
Yeah, I've always loved R&B, and I write, even though I'm kind of classified as a rapper, I say like a diversified rap artist because like I write R&B, I write R&B songs. Even those hooks on my album, some of them I'm not singing, but I wrote them, and so I love writing R&B music. And I am kind of like I do the traditional rap, and when it's a time and a place for that, I could definitely do that. But I love smooth and having a good time and things like that. So I got that mix. And
so you're quite diverse with it. Like you can do a range of different things.
Exactly. And I like working with different artists. So you want to stay diversified, so you can work with all type of different artists and not just hip hop. You can branch off to
different
all
genres.
kind of different genres. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
So talking about collaborations. Is there any dream collaborations that you would want to happen? Like if you could name drop right now and it could happen, like no limits, no boundaries, you could choose one person to make a hit song with. Who would you choose and why?
Man, that's a hard. That's
It is a hard
really
question.
is a hard one,
Oh,
but it's
also,
kind
they
of.
can be live or dead. Like, because you
Yeah.
know, some of the greatest are not here. So
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it G. I'm gonna keep it G.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, let's just it's cliche, but oh well.
Right.
Give me Pac. Just give me Tupac.
Tupac.
Give me Tupac. Give me Tupac. Give me Tupac. I need a 16. Give me a 16 from Pac. I need a verse. And then I do the rest. I can do the hook and I throw my verse on there. But yeah,
No, that would be
if I got a
wicked,
Tupac
yeah.
verse, I think that'd
Game
be a
over.
dream. Yeah, because I got his picture in my house on the wall and stuff. So not that I like. He's just one of my favorites.
No,
you
of
know?
course. So would you
Yeah.
say that he kind of inspires you then?
For sure, he for sure inspired me because he got like his background is Bay Area. A lot of people don't know. They just think he's from LA, but he actually claimed Oakland too.
Really?
You know, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he say his videos where say if I'm a claim anywhere, it's gonna be Oakland because that's where I learned the game at. And so when they said he mean by the game like the hustle and
and the
the
drive
willpower and you know his mom was a Black Panther and the Black Panthers originated in Oakland, so like
Right.
but he's LA too though, and that's kind of like me, like you know I'm Oakland LA, he Oakland LA.
So you can kind of relate
I
to
can relate.
his identity and his
Exactly,
story.
exactly for sure.
I respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that. So talk us through what has been your biggest challenge up until this point in terms of, you know, just launching your career into the mainstream and being an artist and, you know, saying that proudly. What has been your biggest challenge?
Well, it's been a challenge
Yeah.
and a blessing, and I would say, well, I don't really want to say challenge, but it is because you got to balance time. So I got 2 baby boys, and so and so it's definitely blessings, but you got to be on point with your time. So I think like the challenge is to just be organized. I wasn't really organized
Before,
and stuff.
yeah.
Before, yeah, I wasn't organized and things like that, and but now I'll be like on point because I know I got different responsibilities and I got to be okay. You got to do this. Studio time is at this time. You know, before I was just kind of like winging it and just going with the flow. But now, so. It's a challenge, but it's also a blessing.
A blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise as well. So
Definitely,
just being organized is the biggest challenge for me. Staying organized and not being all over the place because I got a lot of different interests, but I gotta like sometimes will it in because sometimes I gotta. My homie, shout out to the twins.
Yes.
They in Atlanta right now, but they say, man, will it back in now? Because I be like, I be dreaming like, man, we gotta do this, do that. They be like, come back into the present. You can go out of space for a little bit, but will them back in. Yeah, so shout out to my boys, the Brit twins.
For bringing you back down to earth.
Yeah.
No, I respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that. And you kind of just dabbled into the fact that you're a father.
Yeah.
Right. So we've spoken a bit about that, but would you say, like, you know, how obviously you said that it's made you more organized, having to, you know, care for 2 little boys, but has it changed your life in any other ways? And, you know, talk us through that. Like, has fatherhood changed you?
Well, at first it really didn't, but now that I'm kind of like getting settled in it has, cause like my place in LA went from like a bachelor pad to like a to like a kids club to like
loads of toys all around.
Yeah, toys all around, everything like that. But so my spot used to be the place where we go hang out at before we would go to the club. We had pregame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll like pregame at my place. I had a bar in my living room.
Oh,
and,
did you?
Yeah,
Okay,
drinks and stuff. But now you go to my living room, it's toys, it's this, it's that, and I don't really have like all of that happening no more over there. You know, we go somewhere else. But yeah, just kind of maturing, and it's a good thing.
And growing up.
Yeah, just kind of growing up. Like it's a time and a place for everything. You know, so yeah. So that's what I would say.
No, that's really cute. That's really cute. And I feel like a lot of people listening and just anyone that's got kids basically can kind of relate to the fact that, you know, your life will change, won't it? Like, it will definitely change in certain ways, and, you know, your priorities kind of shift, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm still fun and
Of course, yeah.
It's even though I got 2 baby boys, sometimes it's still. It be feeling like when I look at them, it be feeling like, dang, like I got like I made y'all. It just be crazy because I still feel just like
the same old
just the
you.
same.
Yeah,
when I didn't have them, like I still do the same everything. Yeah, I just got
course.
2 little people that look like me.
What, copy and paste?
Yeah.
We love to see that. We love to see that, honestly. So yeah, in terms of like, you know, your music career and all of that stuff, Has that always been the route that you wanted to take, or because I know you mentioned previously that you did basketball at college and stuff, or actually not college, but when you was in Seaside.
Yeah.
So did you ever think of going into a different route perhaps?
Well, I thought it was either gonna be, yes, it was either gonna be sports or entertainment for me. But once I was getting a little older, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna play pro basketball. I started putting more time and energy into the music and everything like that, into the music and stuff. Once I figured that out, but I used to love basketball. Was probably that was definitely my love for a minute. Yeah, because everybody around me was playing. I loved it. And so that was it was social, you know, all my friends and stuff. So that was my first love for a minute. But you know, we kind of fell out of love, and I feel,
these things happen. You fall out of love, you know. It's natural.
Exactly. But if you want to. But really, my first love was the music, right? When I was in the choir, so I just went back. Exactly. So I just went back. I just went back to my real first love. Yeah. Exactly. So that's how.
So you got lost and you found yourself again, almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Which
beautiful.
was cool. Yeah. It helped me. Basketball helped me get through college and stuff with with scholarship and things like that. So I was able to pay for school. So just kind of at the end of the day, you use it as a tool.
Yeah.
You know.
And you learn from it, and it all helps you on your development as a person.
Right.
I like to think that you shouldn't really change or want to change anything that's happened, because all of these things basically come all together to make you who you are. And without those experiences, and without meeting those people, and without going through certain things, you might not be the wonderful person you are today. So yes, I like the mindset that you have, definitely. So we are about to go into another break, guys. So I know the chat's been amazing. I know you guys don't want us to go anywhere, but we are going to go into a break. So this is LMA, Booed Up. I don't know about you guys, but this song,
it's the jam. It's timeless.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I love that song.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, enjoy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that last song that we just heard. That was an absolute classic. I don't know about you guys, but I do love a bit of No Scrubs from TLC. It's one of those songs that they can play over, okay, maybe not over and over, but they can play it over a couple of times, and I can listen to it again and again. What do you think about that?
I think it's dope.
Yeah,
I think it's dope.
For sure. I love
TLC's
those.
they make timeless music.
Of course.
Obviously, we still listening now. They probably made that record 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Or more.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. But he's going to be on the same journey, guys. He's making timeless music. So stay in tune. So I've got one last question to ask you before we have to end the show. Guys, I know it's so sad. It's so sad. Time flies too fast.
It always flies when you're having fun.
Definitely. So yeah, I do have one last question to ask you, and then I'll let you do the honors and say goodbye to the wonderful people that are listening and watching at home. So yeah, the last question I wanted to ask you is just for anyone who's basically trying to get into entertainment, trying to get into the industry. What advice would you give them to take away from the show today? And what advice, think of it, for example, say, you're not where you are now, you are where you was at the beginning of your career, if that makes sense. And what would you have liked to hear?
I would say that you need to network, meet people, and be a man or woman of your word.
Yeah, for sure.
Always, if you say you're gonna do something, do it, so you can keep a clean reputation, because that's important. Your word sometimes is your reputation. That's all you got, and then your network is your net worth. So like the people they can open up opportunities for you.
Or close doors. Yeah.
Exactly. And then always just work hard and work in your craft. Do something every day, at least one thing every day towards it. So if it's like, so you want to be a music artist. Yeah. So maybe either you emailing somebody one day, or you writing, or you thinking of songs, or you even working out, right? Yeah. Keeping your body up, or whatever you're doing. Yeah. But you always, every day, just at least do one thing towards your craft. It don't matter what it is, just that, so you always building every single day, brick by brick.
And growing.
Yeah, and it's not an overnight thing. So like, don't worry about it, because a Rolls Royce was built in 6 months. That's how long it takes. So
no, for sure.
It's not an overnight thing. So definitely, but that's what I would say though. Those are the keys that I would say. Always work hard and keep your reputation clean, and network.
I love that. Look at
Yeah.
Prince Ray, just
Yeah.
you know, just dropping those gems,
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
dropping those gems. We love to see it. So yeah, we are gonna have to close the show now. It's so sad.
Ah,
It's
man.
so sad. Like literally, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you
honestly,
so
and you know
much.
you're welcome back anytime. But
No.
before we end the show, why don't you let them know where they can find you, what upcoming projects you may have, and so
Okay.
where they can stay in touch.
So so you can find me Prince Ray Pope at Prince Ray Pope. So that's PrinceRayPope. You can put it in Google, Instagram, wherever. You can contact me, shoot me a DM. I always show love or whatever, comment. It's all love. Coming up, just got a few projects back in the States. We doing like a Dream Big annual event where we giving the kids and stuff like that motivational speaking and different things like that to kind of uplift the community, because I do want to always give back no matter what my success level is. I always want to kind of give back and help the next person, the next generation coming up. I think that's important.
Of course, yeah.
My debut album's out right now, Final Score. So you guys make sure you download that. It's streaming on all major media platforms. And then when I come back in London in about a month or two, I'm gonna be working on a few new records out here with some UK artists. I can't give y'all the details yet, but
Not
we're
yet.
gonna be dropping some new music. In the meantime, just play that album, and then we just we just kind of creating this bridge. And so we got an LLC thing going on, London, Los Angeles, California, and that's how we kicking it.
We love that. We love that for real.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, it's just been a pleasure. It's been a breath of fresh air, to have you on this show.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the hospitality. It's great here. I always, man, when I come in town, I gotta come through every time.
Anytime,
Yeah,
every time.
I
You got to show
appreciate
face
it.
now and say hi. You're
Yeah.
part of the family. You're always welcome.
I definitely appreciate it. It's a blessing, and you can't take nothing for granted. So just to have this platform and to be able to dialogue with you and get to know you and everybody is just, it's a blessing. And so
No,
I'm
it's a blessing to
appreciative.
have you here, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like even the people at home would have definitely taken loads of gems away from the things that you've said today.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been a very fun chat, but it's
Yeah.
also been very motivational and very real.
Yeah.
And that's what this show's all about. It's the heart-to-heart show where we have heart-to-heart conversations.
Exactly.
And,
I felt it. It was real genuine, but like you say, also informative, like a lot of information and stuff. So
definitely
much love.
balance, We
Yeah.
like a bit of balance.
It
How
gotta
do you
be-
say balance in America? Like, give me a way to say it. Let's end the show in a high.
Well, like how you say balance.
Yeah.
I just even out the highs and lows, maybe.
Even at the highs and lows.
Yeah, we just even out the highs and lows. Yeah.
I like that
So
one.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Aight.
You so funny.
I'm learning slowly but
You so
surely.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
yes,
got a
guys.
good personality.
Thank
That's
you.
what's
So
up.
do you. We're bouncing
should-
off of each other here. Yes.
Yeah, you should definitely keep doing what you're doing, because I see bigger and greater things always
Amen.
for you. Yeah. But this is already great. But I just see it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Always stay true to you and yourself.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that, honestly. Like, some
Yeah.
guys, you don't know. I feel like kind words can go a long way, and
Yeah.
just even things like that can speak life into someone. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate
it's the truth too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, look at this bonding from pond to pond.
Yes.
We love to see it. But yes, guys, we are going to end the show now. It is 33 past 10. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had to take a moment because time's just flown by, and it's surreal. Like, it was only a minute where we just said hello.
Right.
Right.
We had a good time though.
For sure. It's gone by too quickly. We have to get you back on board another time. But guys, this is Cali Love by the wonderful guest that we have on board.
Prince Ray Pope.
Yes, Prince Ray Pope. Tell them again.
Prince Ray Pope. Y'all make sure y'all listen. This is Cali Love right here. We about to drop it.
Tell them again. Guys, enjoy. It's been lovely having you guys on this Thursday. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, and thank you again for coming on board.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. TGM UK, we in the building.
When I'm in California, when I'm in California, when I'm in California, I'm in love, I'm falling for you. When I'm in California, when I'm in California, when I'm in California, I'm in love, I'm falling for you. Dear California, something like a love story. I got a question, do you really got love for me? Real talk, I know that you the one for me. I'm getting closer to my dreams, but you run from me. failure make a young king turn spiritual. Gotta get it by any means, become ritual. All that beauty in the struggle was the physical. Sunny California, oh you so beautiful. Ayo, this road get lonely, I had a drink or two. Life wasn't adding up, I had to think it through. But no matter where I'm at, I'm always missing you. All facts in my raps, yeah, you know it's true.